Hey guys, FFJmon here, I'm back. In today's video, we're going to be opening up some Perfect Order booster packs. So I was able to acquire a couple of booster bundles from the Pokemon Center of the new Mega Evolution set for the Pokemon TCG Perfect Order. And I also got a booster box, which I'm not going to open in this video. I was going to keep that for my collection. But I'm excited to open up some Perfect Order booster packs, show you guys what pulls I get, as well as just give you an update on how the channel's been. And I know I haven't posted a video in a while, but appreciate you guys still sticking around, and just kind of gonna talk some stuff with you as we open some packs and yeah, just catch up a little bit. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so here we go. We have two booster bundles of Perfect Order. I've been really excited about this set. I know this is kind of a not super popular set, at least with what's been coming out recently, but I'm glad to be opening some of these packs. I think Zygarde's a really cool Pokemon, and I think Mega Zygarde is really cool. Plus, I like how the theme of this set is very on point and very like tight and concise, and relates, to the Legends ZA games, which I really enjoyed playing. So I'm excited about this set. I'm glad I get to open a couple packs and see what we get. And yeah, I'm just great to be back making videos again. I know I've been kind of out for about a month or so, but a lot of life stuff going on, but I'm just glad to be back on the channel making some videos, opening some packs. And yeah, just to give you some updates, I have still been working on my Paradox Rift Master Set. I'm about 85% of the way done with it, and I just kind of finalized some orders on TCG Player to get all the remaining commons, uncommons, and rares, and like all the reverse hollows and like the normal cards. So I'm pretty much done with those, and then obviously what's left is just getting the illustration rares, special illustration rares, full arts, all that jazz. So still waiting on those normal cards, and then still need to get some of the big hitter cards. But I think the way I'm gonna get the big hitter cards is actually by doing some like trades, because I have some older cards that I would be okay parting with in order to complete this master set. And I did a trade event. I did a 10 to trade event at my local card store about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was able to pick up some really good Paradox Rift cards, because like I basically was just looking for those cards to complete the master set, and I was able to do some trades and pick up like the Groudon. So I got the most expensive card out of Paradox Rift. I got the Groudon illustration rare. I got the Golisopod special illustration rare. I got, what else did I get? I think I got the Professor Turo scenario. I got the Snow illustration rare. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, it's blanking on me. But I picked up a few others. But basically, I'd like to maybe try to do that, where for the remainder of the kind of big cards in Paradox Rift, if I could just like do some trades rather than like spending money on getting the remainder of those cards, I think that'd be really cool. And hopefully I can finish that and show off the master set to you guys. So be on the lookout for future videos talking about that. And also, yeah, Pokemon Day obviously has happened since I last made a video. And if you guys have watched my prediction video of what I expected they would announce on Pokemon Day, I was pretty much right. I think I was like 4 out of 5, because they had Fire Red and Leaf Green on the Switch, which I like predicted they would bring back some Game Boy games onto the Switch. Also, they brought back like Gale of Darkness, which I don't think it's come out yet on the Switch, but that's like the GameCube Pokemon game that I didn't really play Gale of Darkness growing up. I played Coliseum. I still have it on my GameCube. But yeah, that was really cool. They had like, yeah, Pokemon Champions update. We got to see Gen 10. I think the only thing that I wish they would have done that they didn't do was announce anything about like a new Pokemon movie. So that was kind of sad. And because you guys know I've been doing reviews talking about the Pokemon movies, so bummed that they didn't announce like an upcoming movie, but maybe in the future they will at some point in time. But yeah, so it was nice to see most of the predictions come true. I'm excited about Generation 10. Generation 10 should be good. Right now, obviously, we still gotta wait, and we are in the Mega Evolution block. And to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to open up both of these. I might keep one of these sealed, and I kind of wanted to at least open up one, and then I am going to keep one of the booster packs in here and put it away for the single booster pack collection that I have. And you might be asking, okay, like if you're going to keep a booster box sealed, if you're going to keep a booster bundle sealed, why do you need to keep like a specific pack sealed? Oh yeah, here we go. So we got Mega Zygarde, we got Meowth, we got Mega Starmie, we got Mega Clefable, we got Zygarde, and Meowth again. So I think I'm going to keep this one for the collection. And basically, like in the future, if I ever wanted to, you know, do a trade or like, I guess, get rid of some of my sealed collection, then I wouldn't want to like get rid of something that is part of my collection and then like not have an individual booster pack. Because I still want to at least have one booster pack from every set. So like it gives me the flexibility to not necessarily hold on to this forever if I wanted to get rid of it. Because like I wanted to at least keep one Perfect Order booster pack. So if I set one aside, but then still have this sealed and the booster box sealed, it'll allow me to, like if I wanted to, you know, trade those away or sell them or something, I would still at least have one booster pack left over. So that's kind of my thought process there as why I do that. But yeah, so I'm gonna open 5 packs I think for right now. We'll see what this booster box yields us. So we have Meowth, Mega Starmie, Mega Clefable, Zygarde, and Meowth. So let's see, it's 5 packs. Pull rates I've been hearing are pretty good. Secret Powers Awakened. The card I would most want to get is, of course, the Mega Zygarde SIR or the gold card. I think those would be my top cards, but then probably followed by the Meowth, which I think would be a good pull. So we'll see what we get. Haven't really opened a booster pack in a while. So let's see what we got here. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Nice. We got Hippopotas. We got Hole Digging Shovel. Rattata. Dartrix. Lumiose Gallet. Raticate. Jacinthe. Turtonator Reverse. Barbaracle Reverse. Into the Growing Grass Energy Hollow. So these are rares in the set, which is interesting. And then a Psychic Energy. So yeah, nothing there. Code card. Nothing on that one. So let's try the Zygarde pack. Maybe this will give us better luck. But yeah, so I definitely like Perfect Order. It's nice that it's not as crazy as some of the other sets. I'm excited for Chaos Rising and the anniversary set obviously coming out later this year. We also got the, I think the Abyss Eye and the Rayquaza set, which is probably going to be a nod to Gen 3. So I'm really excited about that one because I'm a big Gen 3 fan. So yeah, I think we got a good lineup of TCG sets. We have Servine, Pokemon Catcher, Ghastly, Esper, Shaman, Turtonator, Judge, Energy Search Reverse, Jacinthe Reverse, into the Lapras EX. All right, we got a pull. Nice. Nice. I'll put that over there. And as you guys know, I do sleeve the reverses as well. I know, like, the bulk cards I kind of just, you know, don't sleeve, and I keep them in, you know, an organizational kind of, not binder, but it's kind of like a card organizer. But then any of the reverse or holographic cards, I do, in fact, put in, like, penny sleeves and put them in a binder. So that's just something I like to do. Because you never know. You know, those are special cards, and over time they may grow in value. So I think it's always a good practice to do that, at least in my mind. All right. So we'll do pack number 3. We have the Mega Clefable. If I could get one kind of big hit, whether it's like a full art or an illustration rare or a special illustration rare, that'd be awesome. Out of 5 packs. The odds, I guess, aren't in my favor for that, but if I could beat the odds, that'd be great. That would be great. So far, I think the card quality is good. I feel like I've heard some videos saying that, you know, Pokemon still, the card quality, since they're just trying to pump out these sets, it's not as good. We got Klefki. So far, these look really good. Klefki, Potion, Rowlet, Amora, Judge, Volcanion, Water. Oh yeah, he's a fire water type. Shaman, Landorus reverse, Hippopotas reverse, into the Landorus Hollow. Nice. Okay. I actually like the reverses. I wasn't a huge fan of the reverses in Scarlet and Violet, but I like the reverses in Mega Evolution. So keep those. Keep those. Okay. Alright, so that's 3 packs. Let's do Mega Starmie now. Ooh, this one kind of... No, I'm just kidding. They all kind of feel the same. I didn't know if this one looked a little bit heavier or was a little bit bulkier. But props to the people that like open these packs up so quickly on their videos. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just too careful with them, but I guess if you open up enough packs and do enough videos, it's kind of just second nature, but I kind of like to take my time on them a little bit. But all right, here we go. Perfect order. Let's see what we got. We have Potion. We have Clefairy. We have Halucha. Furfrou. Lumiose Gallet. Volcanion. Pokepad. Nice. Fletchinder reverse. Oh, wow. All right. Clefairy illustration rare. That's awesome. Wow. That's such a nice card. Wow. Oh, there's a little bit of something up there, but yeah. Centering looks pretty good. Nice. Into the Aurorus Hollow. All right. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. That's great. I'm going to put that over there. Wow. Nice. Well, hey, we hit on something. That's great. Oh man, I gotta get some sleeves. Hold on. That's a nice card. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Mega Clefable, I know like Clefairy isn't like huge, but I mean it's a Gen 1 Pokemon. I don't know, I think Clefairy definitely likable. I always like the episode in the anime where it's like all the Clefairy come from space and there's like that scientist and then Jigglypuff like faces off against the Clefairy in the anime. I think that's like in the original season, but look at that. That's great. So cool. All right. Last pack magic. I think because of that, I don't know, maybe in another video I'll open up the second booster bundle because, yeah, this has been a lot of fun. And I got a good pull, so maybe I'll keep it going. But so far, this has been pretty sweet. If I could get another... And the odds of that, I'd say, I don't know, are they what, like 1 in 9 or 1 in 8? Or maybe they're more. I'm not sure for illustration rares what the pull rate is, but it's pretty good. I'd have to look. I think special illustration rares, it's like 1 in 72. So about one every 2 booster boxes. We have Ariados. We have Binacle. We have Fletchinder. Staryu. Barbaracle. Naveen. Turtonator. Lumiose City reverse. Pokepad reverse. Into the Rocky Energy Hollow. All right. Good stuff. All right, Let's separate those there. Nice. That was fun. Yeah, I'd say overall got some good cards. Definitely pretty enjoyable experience, I'd say. And then yeah, I'm gonna keep this one sealed. Plus I like the Zygarde art, so that's gonna go in the pack collection. And then yeah, we'll sleeve these up. Also, I don't know, I was debating on getting any Nile Zero products, because, I don't know, I think the Japanese booster boxes are also pretty cool. So I was thinking about, you know, if I really like a set, should I get, you know, some product for that set in Japanese and some product for that set in English? Because, you know, I like Perfect Order and I like Zygarde, and I like his color scheme. Like, I kind of like the green and the black. And I think his Mega Evolution is really cool. And, you know, he's pretty integral to the plot of the Legend Z8 game. So even though it's a set people aren't really excited for, I am excited for it. And I was thinking about getting the Nile Zero booster box as well, just because I have the English booster box for it. And I kind of did something similar with Paradox Rift. Like, since that's the set I really like, and that's the set I wanted to master, I decided to get all the, like, Japanese booster boxes for, like, the equivalent of Paradox Rift. So I got the Raging Surf, the Ancient Roar, and the Future Flash booster boxes. I don't have a Paradox Rift booster box, which I don't know if I ever will get. Yeah, I don't know. If anything, if I were to get it, I'd probably utilize my Battle Styles booster box that I have. Because I got that. That was my first booster box. And I just, you know, I got that maybe a year and a half ago when it was on Pokemon Center website. And, you know, it was around like $160. And, yeah, I thought it was a good move. And obviously that box has gone up in value, but it's not like a super popular set. And the price is kind of similar to Paradox Rift. Paradox Rift actually I think is a little bit more, but they're like pretty on par. So if I could somehow like trade one for the other, I would maybe do that. But I would just kind of have to find the right opportunity. But yeah, something cool about just sleeving all these too. It's nice. But yeah, overall, I like Perfect Order. Been seeing a lot of good things about it. It's nice to see the whole set list. I use Dex. If you guys, I don't know what you guys use in terms of like card tracking, like what you have in your collection and stuff like that. But I like using Dex. Yeah, I think Dex is a good app just because, like, I think it's really for collecting the cards. And it does show the value too of the cards on TCG Player, but it's not like up in your face like what that is, whereas like maybe Collector might show the card value kind of is more the priority, and then kind of all the cards within the set and like how the sets are organized and all the different rarities of that card and all the variants are kind of like maybe secondary. But I like how Dex is more of like, if you want to complete a master set and want to know like all the cards you need to get, I feel like Dex is like a good way to go, at least in my experience. And also Dex was good for when I went to that like trade event at the card shop. I was able to just look at my phone and see exactly what cards I needed to trade during the event, as well as like I could easily look up what the values of those cards were. And yeah, it was just kind of really easy to use. And it was just a good catalog of everything I had in my collection. Plus, like, I brought my bulk organizer that had all my bulk cards in it, but I didn't actually like bring it inside just because like I doubt people were trying to like trade bulk cards for bulk cards. And since those cards are so cheap, like obviously people are just gonna wanna trade the big cards. But there was a guy in there who was trying to do a Twilight Masquerade master set because he pulled the Greninja in a booster pack and he wanted to like complete the set because of that. And he had he was using the ETB booklet to you know, check off all the cards he needed. And I was able to like look at my Dex app and see what, you know, cards of Twilight Masquerade I had, because I was trying to help him out and see if I could like help him complete his set. And unfortunately he had all the cards that I had, but it was just cool. I could just quickly, you know, look at his booklet and he could say like, oh yeah, do you have this specific card in a reverse holo? And I could say, oh no, I don't. Or I could like look and say, oh yeah, do you have this card that I have? And he'd say, oh yeah, I already checked it off. So it was just nice to have that, so I could just quickly reference it. And then if I did have one of those cards, I could just like quickly run out to my car and get it and bring it to him. So overall, yeah, it was a cool experience. But look at that. So really, in terms of the pulls, besides your, you know, typical holos that you get, I got an EX and an illustration rare. So definitely a nice opening. And I'll kind of leave it at that for now. We'll see if I do a future video with kind of more packs, but I think that's what I'm going to do for tonight. Glad I could be back and make videos for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.